Good morning. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live.
Somewhere beyond the beaten path, beyond the whispers in the woods and the stories around the fire, lurks one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, legends have echoed through the forests, footprints left behind, sightings that defy logic, and questions that demand answers. But this isn't just folklore. This is a call to investigate, to explore, and to uncover the truth. Banter with RichiebB isn't just another show. It's a community, a movement, a hub for genuine research, real conversations, and boots-on-the-ground discovery. Every episode dives deep into evidence, expert interviews, field investigations, and the drive to seek what others say is impossible. If you believe in asking questions, if you're ready to get your boots dirty, and if you think the unknown deserves more than just a passing glance, then follow Banter with RichiebB. Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe, just maybe, be the one who finds the truth hiding in the trees.
I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Bojo's gonna get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on air. And yes, we are home of the phone. Let's go.
Good morning. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live.
Near these huts,
Yep.
there is something going on here.
Behind us after. The trees were fucking moving everywhere. Yeah, bro. Goosebumps.
Maddox, you were with me. We looked this way. It was not like this.
Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's back. Yeah, we've seen it for a while. Oh, I'm live. Look at that. Say hi, Wojo.
Hey, Wojo.
Oh yeah, what's up everybody? Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live. That's right, Jim. I tell you a little bit of craziness with the tech tonight. Oh, it was nuts. Still is. You see that little link I sent in? I had to get Wojo in here through the side door of the audience because he was having some troubles, you know what I'm saying? But listen, man, welcome to My Mummer in May. The whole month of May, we have lady researchers coming in from all over the country, man. I'm telling you what, it's going to be a kick-ass month, and it's dedicated to you, Mom, for Mother's Day. You deserve a whole month with all the stuff you put up with. I know my mother put up with a lot of shit for me, so I just want to say thank you to all the moms. Much respect to you, and this month is dedicated to you. So stand by, make sure you tune in, tell your friends. I just don't think a lot of the lady researchers get enough recognition, you know what I mean? They're out there doing the boots on the ground work, man. They're busting their ass, trying to get things done, trying to find out the mystery, figure out the mystery. And, I want to see different aspects and different thoughts, and I thought this would be a great way to honor my mom. With me, this is my first Mother's Day without her. And I thought the best way I could honor her is give her a whole month and show her my passions. And I know she's looking from above, so she can see it a lot clearer now than when she could when she was at home, She's out of pain. There's no suffering. Alzheimer's and dementia are a tough thing, as many other diseases. I'm just telling you about what we dealt with, My mom was nonverbal for a while, and it was very hard. We could communicate through hugs and love, but we couldn't really sit down and have a conversation, So for a long time, and that itself hurt, you know what I mean? So I wanted to share that with you a little bit. That's the story of my mom. And you'll hear a lot more about her throughout the month. And to me, she was amazing. She tried in many different ways to do many different things as far as bringing us kids up, you know, and she was learning as she went, you know. So much love and respect to you, Mama. I love you. And this month's for you and all the other mothers out there that do all those special things. So I'll go down the list of the guests. You will hear plenty of them. I will tell you over and over again. We're actually going to see about getting a thumbnail together with all of them on it. So everybody's face will be on it, and you'll be able to see who's going to be here on what date. But the whole month of May is booked up with the ladies of Bigfoot. So please sit back, enjoy yourselves. Tonight we have our very own producer, Sam Hunley, from Sam's Pretty Paranormal, Sam's Pretty Para-Bigfoot. She's had activity in her yard for a while now, and she's been doing her own research and has her own gift and stump and seen her own structures. And she's reached out to Wojo and I and has had questions, and I wanted to get her on. I know she's had a long trip back and forth across the country because she got her diploma. She's going to tell you what that diploma is for. It's probably too technical for me to even pronounce. But she's going to come on and tell you exactly what that diploma is all about. And we're going to congratulate her, and we're going to embrace her, and we're going to be grateful that she's part of the BanterWithRichieB family, as she is one of our producers, her and Bobby Lee. And I'm going to bring Wojo in right now. We're going to say hi to everybody. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the investigation today, too. And yes, if anybody sees D-Hoot, yes, the Scaniverse has been uploaded, and I will show you the print that we found today through Scaniverse. It does come in a little bit different than on the phone and on the app, but you will see what we saw, and you can draw your own conclusion perfectly fine. It is 18 inches long. We do have a record of an 18-inch long print over on my property and a few other places. So it says a lot, trust me. So that it's very important that when you document that you have these different sizes and you keep them. So let's get Wojo in, say hello to everybody on the side. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Yo, where the hell you been, dude?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Mother's Month. Boom! Let's go. Dude, I don't know what in the world happened, but it happened. So
Yeah, you were like, I can't get in. I sent the link every which way to Tuesday, and yeah, you were like, no, it doesn't work. I sent you and Sam the same link and the same messenger, and she got in and you didn't. Ha!
well, can you tell? Listen, what do you hear? Nothing. There was 3 lawnmowers going off, and I'm sure they probably heard me with my windows open. Son of a, you know. But anyway,
Wow.
probably here. Thank you.
Kick-ass. Hey, how's that investigation go today? You like it?
Oh my God, guys, it was an incredible investigation. I think what we were in was an ultimate kill zone. So many bones. Never seen so many bones that we discovered today. It was real epic, and it was great that Jessica and Max showed up, and Martin, all the way from New Hampshire. Great guy, great dude, and I haven't seen Richie in a while, so we had such an epic day. Again, Richie, you were talking about the 18-inch print.
Yep.
Again, that's just impressive. I mean, that big boy, that that could be could be the leader, or maybe the big daddy.
That's Daddy. You want to say hi to everybody before you ramble on with more bullshit, or what?
Let's go.
Whosa. You made it. I came up with a great idea for a guy that isn't a tech guy. That's why I put it in the chat. I say, hey, just click it from the chat and see if we can get you that way. And it worked. And we got you because
that's right.
It wouldn't be. Hey, listen, it wouldn't be a show without the Wojo. You understand? That's right. That's right. And this is my Mama in May month, and I know you have a story about your mom. We're going to say hi to everybody, and I'd love it if you don't mind, if you could muster up the energy and strength to maybe tell us a little bit about your mother. If that's okay. After we say hello.
Let's say hello to everybody.
Yeah, because the comments are going to get longer, and I'm going to be searching for them.
Let's go. Big day today.
I'm not gonna click right away, so I'm gonna say hi to Mary. Mary says hi, Wojo and Sam, and of course me. Let's see, Sam. We already know Sam. Stacy Dickerson's here. What's up, Stacy? Don't mind if I don't click your name, guys. I'm gonna try to slide through this quickly. But I always want to say hello, Gene Tewksbury, the legend from Maine, Gene Tewksbury. Well, that's right, Jim. Let's go. Let's go. Tiffany's here. Hi, Tiffany Peacock. How are you? Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Let's see. New name. Patrick Doyle's in the house. Richie B, what's up, man? What's up, What's up, Patrick Doyle? PD, is that what we call him? PD. I don't know if he wants that right now, the PD conversation. Yeah, and Bree's here. She says, hello, fam. Hello, Bree. Hello. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Yeah, it's been since last August, so it's going by fast, and I don't even understand why, but thank you so much. Denny O'Donnell, what's up, my man? I heard from what I seen, I tried to reach out to you, but I wasn't able to message you for some reason. Thank you. I believe you made a purchase in the merchandise store. Greatly appreciated. That'll go towards some internet and maybe some gas. Thank you so much. Hands yellow, hearts red at Sam. Okay. Hands yellow, hearts red. I don't know what that means, but all right. Cass, what's up, man? You wanker. I got him first. I win.
Good.
Woo!
He needs it.
That's me winning, dude. D-Hoot's in the house. Richie, I thought I saw 2 toes in the print. We are going to pull up that Scaniverse any moment. Please stay tuned.
The Texas Twister.
Patrick Doyle says, what's up, Wojo? D-Hoot says it's Kentucky Derby Day. I'm sorry, guys. I don't give a fuck about Kentucky Derby. I apologize. I just don't.
Oh, come on, Rich.
No, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I love animals and horses. I just don't. I don't get the
horsey. I
don't get the hoopla where everybody puts dresses up, gets all pretty, they run out. It's like just another reason for humans to get drunk and act stupid. You know what I mean? But yet in a sophisticated way. And you get there, and it's like a 2-pump chump. 3 seconds later, it's over, and everybody's just standing around all dressed up for nothing. That's just me. Sorry.
True.
The Dream Interpreter's here. Oh, check out the Dreams Interpreter. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel and make sure you like and subscribe. By the way, you can catch us on Dark Realm TV.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting better at that shit. That's on Roku television and Amazon Fire Stick, baby. We are worldwide. Also, which I don't see on my screen, which is weird. I think my other screen has all the things that we upload on Amazon and iHeart and Apple and all of it. Just Spotify, you name it, we're uploaded on it. So go check it out. Also TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you follow us. Check out the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival. It's coming June 7th, baby. June 7th is right around the freaking corner. I cannot wait for this nonsense to begin. I'm still debating whether I'm going to wear pants or not. I might just go straight Speedo. I'm that excited. I don't even care. That's just the way it's going to be.
Sasquatch draws. I'm ready.
I'm just fired up, dude. We had such an investigation. I'm good with PD. He's good with from you two. That's perfect. 2 idiots. He's like, with you 2 idiots? I'll take it. Morons. You know what I mean? The Wheel of Wankers. Thank you. No wheel tonight. We're gonna have our own topic show. Pay attention. Horse races are fun. We are by. All right. Well, don't see. This is what the problem is with horse people. If I say something like that, they want to yell at me. Jeez.
I got a horse right here. His name is Paul Revere.
Shalama ding dong.
Thank you very much.
Enough, nonsense. How about we have Sam come in, and where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Let's have Sam come in because she's part of the family anyway, so we don't have to do all this production stuff, right? It ain't like she's a regular guest or anything, you know what I mean? She's just Sam. She's part of the family, Hold on, we got ourselves a superstar on the squad. Oh well, no big deal. All right, here we go. Let's bring her in, and then if you don't mind, would you share a little something about your mom? Kind of explain.
No, it's nothing to explain.
Wait for Sam to come in though.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. And then, no, but can you tell him about the 20th?
Oh, right now?
Yeah. No. When Sam comes in,
yeah, no problem.
that's a good story to share about her.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. And now step into the stage, the one, the only, the graduate, Miss Sam Hunley from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Back to you, Susan. Hey! What the hell what kind of internet you got? You rubbing pine needles together? What the hell?
I don't know. Is it bad?
Oh, it just cleared up. I had pixelation.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were on a live with Richie B in the woods.
Well, we have bad thunderstorms rolling through, so.
Oh yeah, the Red Sox game's in a delay. Martin's on. Hey Martin, how are you?
Hey.
Are you driving in YouTube? And you better smarten up. Let's see. Hey, Big Andy, I'm here. I lost power due to severe thunderstorms. Sitting outside watching.
Mm.
Oh, okay, good idea. He's like, oh, thunder and lightning. I should go get in it. Yeah, good idea. Freaking weirdo. And then I'm sorry, Sam. People just came in. Sparky. Hey, Sparky. Sparky, you drive your car in the Harvard Yard. You go to Duncan. You go over to Duncan's. Richie, Wojo, and Sam. Look at all the love Sam gets. Let's go. Sam! Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Welcome to Banter with Richie B, Sam. I know you've never been here before. You know nothing about this show.
No, I don't. I'm clueless.
Congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are super proud of you. What is the name of your degree?
So I got a bachelor's degree in digital film with an emphasis in production. So it's yeah.
Dude, you see what we got here, bro? Bro, you see what we got here? We got a superstar, man. We got an educated superstar in digital shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to downplay it. I'm just a dummy. You know what I mean? I got a degree in digital shit. I'm like, yeah. Because whatever you just said, my brain did not retain any of it, and I was focused. I was like, and then nothing. It actually, I think it went in one ear and out the other, but it's bouncing off the headphones now. So I don't even know what to do. I'm like so confused. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get to the Bigfoot stuff. Everybody congratulate Sam on her amazing bachelor's degree that she got. She worked very hard. And again, this month is about Mother's Day and the lady researchers of Bigfoot. And Sam graduated, which is huge. But remember, is that my brother?
That's your brother, Russ. What's going on?
Oh, that's my brother, dude. Are you serious? What a surprise. I'm so excited. He's never been to my show. Thank you for stopping by, you whack job. Top Seal Island. Yeah, he's out there. He's got a place out there. I love you, big brother. I got goosebumps, man. Thank you, Russ. You threw me off guard. I don't get thrown off too much. I love my brothers. My brothers and I are very close. Very, very close. Russell, this is month of May. Mother's Day is coming. You and I have our first Mother's Day without our mom. And it's my mama in the month of May. That's what it's named. But we're going to have all lady researchers. Bigfoot researchers come on all 5 weeks. We have them all booked up, every one of them, right, Mojo? We have Sam this week. We have Elder next week. We have Mary with Fabian the week after. We have Brooke Mullen from Dock, Florida. She has a podcast, and she goes out on an e-bike looking for the skunk ape. And then to top it off, right, we got Renee Gayhart. Out of Salt Fork in Ohio, right? Tim's wife. Amazing, man. I mean, how lucky are we to get that put together?
That's a powerhouse group right there.
Dude, and you jumped in. You actually had two, and then one of them had a bow out. And we have Mary Fabian, and we'll have a thumbnail put up by some producer of ours. I don't know who that'll be. Maybe one with a bachelor's degree to handle this one. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So. Russell says, my brother says he keeps losing signal, though. I heard something about not wearing pants. What channel am I on? you tell that we're related, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the same channel you were probably on last night. So relax, guy. Put your pants back on, you weirdo. No, I'm not wearing any, bro. Love you. I love you, man. So real quick, I just wanted Wojo to share a little story about his mom, and I'm going to do a lot of that this month because I think it's important. And you're a mom, Sam. You're amazing, and you were studying and working hard, and still being a mom and a wife, and handling all your business, man. Yeah. And that is truly amazing and so difficult, dude. So different. I go out and work like a barbarian, 13 hours, and I come home and I expect everybody to feed me grapes and fan me. You know what I mean? So stupid shit. Hey, stupid shit. Hey, ready? Stupid shithead male gene. You know what I mean? So get you in trouble, right? What's this Octo-Man? What's this? The Indescribable Octo. I like that name, dude.
Yeah.
That is a serious name. There's a meaning behind that. We're going to find out. Oh, Ron's here, by the way. Ron is here. Russell, maybe he'll twerk again for us. My brother don't want to see me twerking because it's funny. The last time I twerked, I had these certain boxer briefs on, and I happen to be wearing them today. So thank you, Russ. I appreciate you, man. Hey, man, you guys got to come out with us again. Russell, we had that whole thing with Russell on the live, too, with his 3 boys. We were out in the woods looking for Bigfoot, and we found some cool stuff, and these guys were, pretty open-minded. They weren't like, crazy like we are, and they weren't skeptics. They were just open-minded, and I think they learned a lot of things that day and saw a lot of things that were very valuable. And it shows you that what we do here, we're not trying to convince you. We're showing you, and you see, and you process. That's it, man. That is it. That's all I want. I don't want any more than that. I'm not trying to convince nobody.
It's kind of funny, though, Russ. We were in the area that we took you guys out.
You're right, dude. You are right. We found that weird print in that mud by the little ravine, Russ. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, that we were right in that spot. That crazy print that if someone said it's dog, man. Yeah, Stacy, right. I think your daughter had something to do with that when they all sent me the gift. Yeah. They all sent me a gift with all their podcasts on these boxer briefs. Yeah, none of them were my podcast, though. They just sent their podcast. Like I was just going to run around in my boxes and advertise for them, which is a possibility. Ron, if I didn't mention it, I love you. Okay, let's make it weird. What about the 18 print? I have the 18-inch print in Scaniverse loaded up in Restream. We're going to look at it shortly. Right now, Wojo's going to say a little something about his mom. Unfortunately, he's without his mom as well. And Wojo, why don't we share the story about the 20th, buddy?
Yeah, so obviously my mom's not here, but Richie was down in the dumps, and I talked to him on the phone, and because of baby Jack, and I said, Rich, I go, I believe me, I get it, because today is also the same day as your son Jack. My mom passed away. He's like, what?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
My mom passed away suddenly, but she's in a great place. But it's kind of funny how we aligned together. You know, me and Richie just bonded together and just not realize that my mom, his son, passed away the same day. So in a way that I was trying to comfort him that, hey, it's okay. Is this that our moms, well, my mom, I'll speak for me, is that my mom was everything. And she was such a wonderful, tough woman. And everybody all my friends just loved her because she's Mary. She's just fun loving and everything. But the memories will always stay. And you know what? If your mom's still around, and Richie's right, you go give them a hug. You don't have any regrets in life. Thank God I don't have any. And
especially with that.
Yeah. And I know that baby Jack, baby Jack was looking over us today.
Yes.
The hawk flew over, us, Jess and Matt. And so all I can say is we got one breath, and make it the best, for your moms, your dads, your brothers and sisters, because in that moment, least expected, you don't have any regrets in life.
Yeah.
Always fill your heart with love. Always show respect and love to others, because you know what? good always beats evil. Love you.
100%. Yep. And you don't know. Yep. Love you, Wojo Mama. Yep. No doubt about it. Thank you for your son. He's a little weird, but I'll take
He
him.
said, Richie, get back to the show. Shut up. No, look.
No, but seriously, to recap, Wojo called me and said, hey, man, I just kind of put this together because the story wasn't always told that my beautiful lady Jessica, when we lost Jack, we were in North Carolina. And the 20th, we were at the hospital, and we found out he had no heartbeat through an ultrasound, and we had to keep it quiet to protect the other children from a 16-hour car ride with grief. So we went on for a few more days with Jack. She carried him like a courageous warrior that she is, like the strength that men just don't know about. And that was on the 20th, and he was born on the 24th. So that's why we celebrate. Obviously, the 24th is his birthday. But the 20th is when we found out. And Wojo goes, I just put that together. That's the day my mom passed away. I was like, wait, what? It blew my little brain. Like, I didn't even know what to do with it. It was so mind-blowing. So you understand now why you have this connection to this person. And you understand why things are so smooth and just vibing, right? Because it's all about energy, man. It's all about energy. So we are connected in a way that we didn't even know, even after over a year of investigating together. And never, but that story just kind of started coming out more where Jess was able, because I wasn't going to talk about it. She needed to talk about that for her own healing. You know what I mean? So anyways, it's an amazing story, and it's an amazing story about moms, man.
Do I have to call you brother now?
No, absolutely fucking not. Don't you dare. But amazing story and a great story. Part of that is a mom, as I just told you, what Jessica went through and carried our son. And when you see that video of me asking her to marry me, Jack was still in her belly, but only her and I knew that he was gone. And that's why that hug and those tears was so important and so amazing at the end, because I still went forward and wanted to let her know that I was right here and we were solid. You know what I mean? Because that's such a traumatic event that women feel that perhaps they're broken and you don't want them no more. And that's a natural reaction to have. And thank God I had the ability to notice that and say, no, we's a team. You know what I mean? So that's that. You moms are incredible. And this mom in my house proves that. And I got goosebumps. So
and blessings to everybody. Everybody's talking to each other and blessing each other.
I love
That's
it.
why I love you guys. Because
I love it.
It just shows the type of person you are, caring about other people that you haven't even met yet. Yeah,
I know. And we all love each other. So listen, enough of that bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
I love you all. Shut up. There we go. Back to normal. Back to the banter bullshit. We have a friggin' guest, Wojo. Shut up. I just had to bring it back. I had to bring it back to normal.
Yeah. I hope she's awake.
I don't want to cry.
Oh.
No, seriously. That's heavy shit, man. That's heavy shit in life. But anyway, Sam is here. She's here to brighten the day. She's got jet lag. She's tired. She's a little bit. She's actually she's a little bitchy, by the way.
Oh.
Right. Yeah,
she
I know.
You were shy when we came in.
Oh, yeah, no, you weren't here when she got in. She's like, yeah.
No way.
I thought I was talking to Animal.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Where you at, Animal? Thought I was talking to you. Oh, man. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for everybody for being here. Let's have a kick-ass month, man. Let's do that. If you guys want to jump in and talk about your mom, I will put you on the air. I don't give a shit. It's all about moms. I will. Don't. I'm telling you right now. I'll drop a link. Let's see. What did Jessica have to say about today's? Oh, dude. Well, right now she's sleeping. Bigfoot Ranch. Listen.
Every time we bring a guest out there, they just go right to bed when they get home.
Oh, dude. But we had some vocals when we first get in today. There was that weird that thing. And then when we were leaving, after the cameras were off, D-Hoot, you're going to love this because you always point this out. We were going out to the cars, and we got crystal clear whoops again from across the field. They were just crystal whoop, whoop. They were just shooting the whoop, man. And just got to hear the whoop like crystal clear, and I was so excited for that because she's been investigating before, but she hasn't been in this new research area. It's new to her, right? So absolutely kick ass. So we had an amazing investigation. Sam.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show.
Okay.
I apologize for my co-host and his terrible attitude. His merchandise is amazing though. So please buy the merch. And you, my friend, have gotten some activity. Why does that go over your face? Do you see that? Like, who thought that was a good idea? I mean, somebody's like, "Hey, boss, I have an idea with the restream. We're gonna take the things on the side and just throw them over guest faces. That way, while you're staring at the guests, you can't help but buy the damn merch."
She's about to talk. I was like,
yeah, I didn't know. I mean, you think I would know that? It's always been about moms. Oh, okay, Arthur Mills, man, Arthur, the great author Arthur Mills is here, folks. What's up, brother? It's always been about moms. We just live in their world. That's right, and try not to mess it up. Well, we try. We all would pay money to have Jess on the camera rather than you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we got Wojo as a fan favorite. Jess is the camera favorite, right? And I'm just a big piece of shit. Thanks. It's called Banter with Richie B, all right? Shut it.
That's not true.
None of this is here without me. So shut up.
Favorite.
You be quiet, too. I'm taking over this damn show. This is my show. Shut up. Okay, sorry. Are you guys still here? I thought you left.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I think somebody's... Oh, yep. Mr. Squatch is here. Yeah. She goes and does the Bigfoot pose. Yeah, it's Sam's time. What can I help you with?
No, go.
Are you just sitting in? The queen has arrived. Although she looks a little bit like a peasant right now. I gotta be honest. She's ragged right now, that poor thing.
Yeah.
No, but you know what, Sparky, Elda's here. Someone said hi, Elda. I don't see her.
Oh.
To reiterate kind of what Sparky said, Jess did an amazing job on the camera today. She did a great job talking to everybody. And I wish she could just come out with me every time and do it, because I enjoyed just walking around and teaching and educating and pointing out structures and showing people how to use Scaniverse. And it was just awesome. You know what I mean? So, Sam.
Yeah.
What is going on in your goddamn backyard?
I have no.
How long has this been going on in your backyard? Do you remember when you first came to us to talk to us?
Oh, God. It's been a few weeks oh, my God. I would have to go back and look at the messages.
Few weeks?
It's been a while. I don't know.
For a second. Wait a minute. No way.
This jet lag shit is serious. I say, hey, how long has this been happening? She goes, a few weeks. The hell was that?
I was freaked out. What?
No,
maybe a few months.
Well, yeah.
Months.
Maybe 4 or 5 months.
Oh, she's over here. I'm still in Vegas. Hey!
Oh my God. I know.
So when did you first notice something was going on? When did you first notice something was going on? Now, we talked a little bit, but have you known this for a long time and just haven't said anything?
No.
Okay,
No,
talk to me.
So I just started, when I started taking and learning from you guys, I went out in the woods and I started noticing, the structures. I started looking for structures. And that's the first things I started noticing was weird tree placements. And I started sending you pictures of that. And then I started zoning in onto seeing if there was any prints. And I think, there's a few prints that I've sent you guys and took pictures of that it could be potential and it's unusual. So that was the next thing. And now that I've set up the gifting stump out there, the things on the stump that I've set has moved around just very little, but I can't just say, that it wasn't an animal, but the last time I visit the gifting stump right before I left for my trip, Wojo noticed in the picture, I sent you a picture of this weird thing I found, and you told me to put it on the stump, and I did. And so I took a picture of it when I put it on there, and then the next few days or a day when I went back and took another picture to show you guys, he noticed that there was a tree, like a little stick broken, that was right next to the stump. So yeah, that's the weird thing. We call it the weird thing. And
So
yeah,
these are the pictures
gone.
here.
Yeah.
So that stick is here, and then you go to the next one, and it's down below
He
the stump.
noticed there it was a broken stick.
Oh, got you.
That was together when I
Mhm.
first put it on there, and then when I went back and that little thing's gone, the stick it's broken.
So, Rich, if you notice, like if you look at the stump, there's like a little like an open hole or knot of the side of the stump, and then I noticed in the pictures that she had like a before and after, and I noticed that I saw a couple of like twigs, and they look like white at the end, like they were broken. So I'm like, that's something new because
It was fresh.
yes.
Okay.
So that's why I noticed that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's just been little things that's been going on back there that's like you can't. It's just weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, but haven't you had different sounds and different like movement and things like that back there as well to kind of accompany?
Right.
Go.
Yeah, there's video where I went out there and I was just videoing for you guys, just personally, just sending you things that I was seeing. And yeah, I heard something back in the background, like moving. It was like it was big, and you guys picked up on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one. I made a video. I was trying to get to what looks like fencing. I did get a little bit closer to it, but that side of the woods where I go in to go towards that, I always just it's uncomfortable. It's like it's like something's like, don't do it, don't go over there. And so I always get nervous on that side, but the side where the stump is and that huge structure, I'm like totally fine over on that side.
Is the wall thing, is that like a stacking like you've seen on our videos and on our pictures, like this stacked like this?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. No, Russ, nobody is allowed. Me and Wojo absolutely don't wear any pants on any show. Don't feel weird, Russ. Russell's here.
Yeah,
my brother.
Russell.
Yep.
A town was named after him.
So, what? Yeah, no, not what? So, well, no, the Cobble Mountain Critter Fest is in Russell, Massachusetts, right? So the tie-in to Russell, Massachusetts, this is funny, is I did a family tree, and I followed it back to Russell, Massachusetts. So my great-grandparents lived out there. They met out there. They got married in a next town away, or whatever it is called. Was that the town they got? Yeah, they lived in, that's what it was. They didn't work there. They got married there. So they lived in Russell. They got married in a town called Vernon, Massachusetts. So my grandfather, my father, and my brother, Russell III, you see it right there, they're all named Russell Vernon. They're named after the two towns. Russell, where we're going to have the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, and Vernon, the town next door, basically, where my great-grandparents got married.
Oh, that is cool.
But cool. I didn't realize any of this until I started hanging out with the Vogels and saw the town and started following it and everything else. So, yeah, there you go. There's another little touch of history. Oh, pretty cool, right? Yeah. So one thing I want to point out here, and then I want to ask you a couple more questions. If you have something in your house, all right, out back, your yard, whatever, look at the different ideas for the gifting stump, right? Her gifted stuff's very close to her house, so she's not choosing peanut butter or zingers, and I don't blame her. We're 5 to 7 miles away. Peanut butter and zingers work, but there's other ways of doing it, and the different things that have happened. Now, this one here, was there changes on this one?
Not in those pictures.
Yeah, I don't know why we got just these, but
Oh,
was that your fault or Bobby Lee's?
No, that was probably my fault.
Jet lag?
I sent the most
Jet lag?
recent.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We'll just
I had just woke up.
listen. I've never been to Vegas, and I have blamed a lot of things on Vegas. So don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Vegas did that. Yeah, it was Vegas. You know, Vegas. Vegas. All I was gonna do is say Vegas. And this is what we believe to be like a stomach, right? This is I'm going for the stomach because it doesn't look exactly like what Wojo, I, and Matt found out in the woods, but it's pretty close. Like a soft satchel of some sort, and then there's a bunch of weird shit inside, which I don't even want to imagine what it is inside. I'll throw up all over my microphone. But no, you found. Where did you find this? We'll call it a stomach. We're not sure, but where did you find this? And adjacent to the stump, was it closer to your house or further past the stump into the woods? Let's start there.
It was right on the path I take before I get to the stump. Yeah, I should have put that picture in there too, where I was pointing, because it wasn't that far from the stump.
Right.
And it was just laying there. I walked. It's funny because I walked to the stump, and walking back, I seen it laying there, and I was like, "What is that?" And then I kind of picked it up with the stick and just carried it over to my picnic table and started kind of looking at it. And I didn't know what I was looking at. I thought it was just, I don't even know. So that's why I sent it to you guys, and then we started putting things together. It was so weird.
Yeah, I'm like, I sit home and I go, oh, I wonder what kind of gross thing Sam's gonna text me today. Can't wait to see the group messenger so I can throw up again. Look, is this poo-poo? Didn't we do that too one day? Didn't we do the poo-poo thing?
Oh,
we did the poo-poo thing too. I don't do poo-poo. I don't know if you realize that. Wojo's over here with a stick at every turn we trip over in the woods. Oh, this one over here ate this and this one ate that. I'm like, you're gross. Get away from me.
Oh, when I put it up to my nose and Richie goes,
I start dry heaving in the woods. Yeah, I can't. I don't do poo-poo, and I don't do spit or throw up. Right. Any one of those will get you projectile vomited on. 100% chance. Yep, not even a 99%. That's a 100. I will throw up all over you. I will aim it at you. I don't give a shit.
Oh
yeah, I mean not you personally, Sam, but definitely Wojo.
So, Sandy, you talk about the pathway, and when you mention about a pathway, that continues to go deep in the woods, where I know you're not going to go that far without being with the whole gang. But is it a pathway that's being used by like deer, or is it just other people, or do you think it's there? Whatever's out there has been making the trackway.
I wouldn't say it was other people, because it's on our property. Mm-hmm. And Wojo, you've seen like kind of like the aerial view, like the
topographically, yeah.
Right. And so it could be because we didn't make the path, like we didn't make that. So it could have been over time, like the deer made that, because there's a couple of deer little trails. You can see where they go. And that could have been one that was created by deer. That's just the route I take to go in to see, the structure and where I decided to put my gifting stump and everything. But it's closer to the house. So it's just easy accessible for me.
Yeah. One last question for now. So when you started seeing strange structures, and I think that we spoke before that it seemed like it was kind of like closer to the house, but then it just really, like where would you say that the structures that you've seen, describe like the structures as you were like, in your investigations over the past months or two that you noticed?
Well, the first one was obviously, it. I don't know when that one actually got created or whatever, but the bigger one that you guys know that's right beside the stump, like that one looks old to me. It's just because you can tell by the wood and stuff. So it's been there a little bit, but most everything I've noticed is right there, right after you pass the tree line. You just go in a few feet, and then there's just things everywhere. It's like everywhere you look, you can see something. It's like how did that happen? You know?
Right.
So I can't imagine if I went further back, because me and Wojo picked up. There's a creek. There's a creek way back in there that I would just love to get to, because there's no telling what's all back in there further and deeper. But because with everything I got just right in the front, everything I've sent you guys. I mean, I've seen the X, like it looks to be like an X. That bigger structure to me looks more like the teepee type thing that we talked about one time. But mainly I've seen X's on the ground. I've seen a few of those little tiny ones. And then just some weird stuff. I don't know. Like there's one where the branch is like pulled over like this, and it's just perfectly just into the ground. And then, I mean, I've got so many pictures. I should have put them in there. I should have put them in the Google Drive.
That's okay. Hey, you're on a long trip. We're fine. Yeah. I'm fine with just talking to you. I'm not even worried about it. But I want to ask you a little bit more about some of the scariest situations you've had, because you've had a couple of situations where you were like, nope, not going in there today. We talked a little bit about that. Can you Can you elaborate a little bit? Because I remember one. I don't want to tell it for you, so I'm going to shut up and let you just tell it. But I think it was with your son, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell that story?
We went out there. We've been out there several times, and I think that was with my oldest.
I think so.
Yeah, we had went out there, and he wanted to go with me to the stump and to see the different, let me show him different things. He wanted to try to do some whoops, which he has. But yeah, we had heard movement back there from in a distance, and there was a scarier one, and this might be the same one, where we heard like it sounded like a kid, but it was weird because my other two were in the house, but we were standing right near the big structure and where I got my stuff, and we just heard a kid plain as day scream. And I was like, what the frick was that? So we got spooked with that. And there's been a few times where, I mean, you feel like there's something I don't know. It's just a very uncomfortable feeling of something's like wanting you to leave, like just and watch.
Yeah, right. And it's funny because we actually heard a young one scream that one day on a live when we had those double taps. And that video of those double taps are on TikTok, are like over 8,000 views on TikTok, which is a lot for us. But it was pretty cool. So, but you could hear shortly after those double taps, like he was trying to like they were teaching him vocals, and he just totally screwed it up. You know what I mean? It was. But the point was, it was like a child's tone.
Right.
Right. And I've even heard people in the Sasquatch research field, I guess we'll call it, talk about how they've heard, like, sometimes you would hear your name. Like I've heard Richard, like I've heard that in my ear a few times in my life. And a lot of the Bigfoot researchers have been saying that as well. And one, I won't give any names because hopefully he'll come on our show soon and tell you, says one looked down from the hill where he lives, because he has a lot of activity there, and goes, "Hey, you." And he heard "Hey, you" as plain as day, like a human said it.
Right.
And was looking around for a person. And then they started getting whoops and knocks. So it's an interesting type of theory,
Yeah.
So when you showed us the first structure, that you saw. That's the one that's way tall up in there,
Yeah,
right?
that's that one kind of reminds me of like the teepee. I do get a little nervous when I'm looking around, but some days, I feel I'm pretty comfortable and I can go maybe a little bit further, but then there's some days I'm just like, maybe not. Maybe like something's just like, no. That's just the feeling I get, like, nah, not today. And so I just, I get out. And then the
can
couple
relate.
of times I've heard something like big move, and you guys have heard it. Like, that's when I get out. I'm like, nope, nope. And I get out of there.
It can get pretty scary out there. And
Yeah.
look at this. I think this is the structure here. No, watch. Listen, I got ways of doing things, okay? No, I've been there and you're like, and you've heard me say it on screen even, like, uh-oh, something don't feel right today. You know what I mean? Or I'll say, oh, something's gonna be aggressive today, or something big's gonna happen today. Or,
Right.
if you do this enough, same with paranormal, you do you're into both. And excuse me. And you could feel that vibe. I mean, there's times where that vibe just overtakes you and you almost don't want to take another step forward.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I have done that. So it's I'm gonna put it right here. Hang on a minute. Save here. Upload.
TKB. What's going
Yeah.
on, bro?
Oh, TKB's in the house. I texted him. So but yeah, so while we're on it, what's up, Bad to the Bone Paranormal? Great question, man. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
No, so you can like all right, for instance, right now we have medicine bags from Elder Medicine Beer Claw that has helped. I feel I haven't had too many issues, I've been pretty upbeat and things. So if you want like a protection, I will call them a protection bag that you hang over your neck, blessed by the elders. Check out Elder Medicine Beer Claw. She is our guest next Saturday night at 6. There's another kick-ass thumbnail. Actually, I'm going to upload that too and show that to the audience before the end of the show tonight. She will be here next week, and you can catch a Native American side of this and all the different ways their culture embraces this, and you'll hear the different names that they call them and things like that we've used out in the woods, different languages that we've tried to speak with them on to try to get activity. So we've learned a lot from each other. So it's been pretty awesome.
Thank you, Sparky.
Let's Facebook, Elder Medicine Beer Claw. There you go. Do you dream? I'm going to bring up dreams and Dee Dee. Let's just call it Dee Dee. It's killing me. Do you think the more you look for them, the more interactions you get? Maybe they get comfortable or curious. I'll let Sam answer that. She's fairly new with what's going on in her backyard. For that, I think that takes over time. But how do you feel about that? How do you feel? Even in the short time have done it? When was the last time like you went out there and was afraid to go out there? And then the last time you were comfortable to be there, was it earlier you were afraid and now you're comfortable? Have you been afraid recently?
So when I first decided that I was going to go out, I was going to, because you guys inspire me, and I was like, I'm going to go out there and see what maybe I do have. Because Dehu had asked a question, how far was it from where I'm at to where my cousin had an experience? I mean, it's a few miles away. But I mean, it's a straight shot back. I mean, it would be easy for whatever he saw. It could come here. I don't know. It's strange. But when I first started going out there, I was scared, like super scared. But it was only because I don't know if it was Bigfoot I was scared of, more just like, okay, I'm going in the woods, like, what, I don't even know what's out here, because we've had coyote and all kinds of stuff. So just regular
Well, more
animals.
worried about the little ones.
Yeah. And so, when I first started, I was a little bit nervous, but over time I have gotten comfortable. But still, even the days where it's just so, like, it's peaceful out there, you can feel it. Like I can sit beside of the stump and it's just very peaceful. But then there's some dazed. It's just like, not today. And you kind of just feel uncomfortable, and maybe you just shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't be there today. Like, you know, I kind of just take how I'm feeling and just go with it. And like with what Richie said, Elder will talk more about it on her show, but we've been using words, and I've been making sure that every time I go out there, I always do, you know, I'm respectful in, you know, greeting and stuff like that, just to show that mutual respect. And I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like whatever that I could have is mean or dangerous or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's just that that respect that's there. And
it's key.
Yeah,
Richie, you know, I'm going to go with this.
Pantless?
No, the night investigation that we had where the rockets were going into the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the shit out of me.
I mean, I ain't kidding you. We collided together. Like, oh my god, what the frick is that?
I was stepping over a log
to
go further into the folly, and it landed. And I went, oh nope, they don't want that. And I jumped back, and I landed in Wojo's arms, and right then and there, I knew it was love.
But the thing what we're saying to Sam is that there were 4 of them, and then Richie goes, "Okay, all right, we're leaving.
Yep.
No, don't get mad. We're leaving. We're sorry."
Yep.
It's like respect.
Yeah.
But you know, to them, we probably crossed that line. All right, we're out of here. That's why we didn't like.
Yeah.
We didn't screw around. We just, casually left.
We started to back it out. Yep.
And then we had to change our drawers. So, anyways,
yeah.
I was like, "What the hell was that?" But
no, it was electric, man. That thing went right. It went right through my body. I'll never forget it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We also had the thump and
the thump on the ground.
Oh, because you can feel like it's like the shaking the ground.
Yeah.
But it's not like. I think it was like more like, all right, go, a little faster, but
get moving.
Yeah, get moving.
So there was a time when I went out there. It was right before you guys done that with Brandy, where y'all went out.
Oh yeah.
And so the time before that, I had went out there, and I was standing at a little bit past the stump, and I was just standing there. And I was just looking around to see what I could see. And this was so strange. So I wished I could have caught it on camera. But there was a very light wind that just come through in the trees. And then it was a small group of leaves. I kid you not. It was a small group of leaves that was just kind of like swirling around in one spot. But it was so light. And I was like, that felt... I was like, that was something. I don't know. Maybe it was just the wind and it just happened to pick, but I felt like it was something, and it was very peaceful. Mm-hmm. And then the investigation you did with Brandy, I went out there while you guys, and there was this smell of of smoke, but it just lightly went by, and then it lightly disappeared, and I never smelled it again. And I was like, what was that?
Now,
I was asking Brandy, and so
I've smelled that before. It's like a pipe.
Yes,
it's like the smell of a pipe. It has a little flavor smell to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had that, man, and I don't know whether it's paranormal or if it's Sasquatch, because I associate it with paranormal activity in the woods. Because the woods, you got to remember, the land is crazy.
Right.
What piece of land in the world really hasn't been touched by something either traumatic or exciting or good, bad, ugly, and different? It's, all those things are electricity, all that, like we're frequency, and all those things are different energies, and the energy can be projected into whatever's around it. And I've been out in those woods before where I've like my backyard, when I was doing this by myself, that's why I love your story, because it reminds me of myself, because I'd only go so far into the woods. I wouldn't go, that far in. It was that bad. I mean, I got things thrown at me when I was out in the woods by myself. They could have hit me. They did. They've hit me with acorns. But when I first get hit with an acorn, it was like this. It wasn't like that. So and it took me a second to realize that I got hit with an acorn in my forehead. And I remember I looked up and then I went, oh my God. Like I realized it was straight on, because an acorn would have went like that. This went like that. And it took me a second to process that. And I remember after that, to me, it was like a message at any given second, dude. Any given second. That's the way I took it. So I was very respectful. They kept me in line in that sense. And I was already respectful. But it got to the point over years where I would walk out, and I would like you to try this, to be honest with you. When you go out to your gifted stuff, find yourself a nice solid tree, get yourself a nice mini bat, walk over to it, and I don't care what anybody says about knocks and whoops. I don't give a shit if you like them or don't like them. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the situation that I had and sharing it with somebody. It might not even work where you are. Because we had the same conversation today on the live with somebody who was very respectful. And not every Bigfoot's the same. They're not like, I'm an ape, I'm a gorilla monkey, I'm a mountain gorilla, I'm a silverback, things that come out looking the same. I believe that, yes, we have primate DNA. We already have that part. The other part is unknown, right, in a sense. And then there's other ones that are found that are human DNA, and then the other side's unknown. So these are different things, right?
Right.
And they're not the same. And your area is not my area. Right. The Yeti's aggressive. You'd be freaking aggressive too, documented anyways through stories. You'd be pretty aggressive too if it was minus 20 degrees all the time with snow. I know a bunch of you assholes that are rude every winter, so shut up. You know what I mean? But you go down to Florida and the skunk ape's like, yo, man, what's up, man? You want to smoke some ganja? That dude's just like chilling in the sun. You know what I'm saying? He's happy. He's got the vitamin D flowing through the veins, It's totally different. So it might not work. But my point is, I used to go out. I got to a point where I would go out and I would hear a knock when I went out.
Right.
So I started it's like they were training me. So I started putting together, oh shit, every time I come out back, Tansy Elder, I'm sorry if I didn't say, I thought I said her. Were you here? I thought I said hi earlier. Was she not here earlier and I just said hello because people were talking about
her? She came in.
Oh.
And then she went out and she came back. So
he's like the wind.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Ron. You should smudge the gifting stump and make it sacred. That's pretty good. Hey, what's up, Henry? Good to see you. So I got trained to know that they were talking amongst each other that, hey, the idiot's back again. It took a while. So I said, oh, yeah, you want to do that shit? Fine. I walked out and knocked myself. Bang! And I was like, ha-ha, beat you to it. And I stopped walking through the gate. Boom, knocked back. I was like, oh, shit. The first time that happened, I swear to God, I shit myself. I was like, whoa, wait. Did they just reply to me? Like, seriously. Right. It was weird. And then every once in a while, you would hear I would hear the, way out back by the river almost. It was way out there, so it came through the woods faint. It was like, what? Right. And I was like, it's right on the edge of your hair where you question it, right? They like to make you question things.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, they like to make you guess and think and wonder and argue about them, right? Yeah. And that's what happened to me. But my suggestion would be, why not try it for a little while? Just go out there, wave to the woods. That's what I would do. I started waving to the woods. My neighbors are like pulling the shades down and shit. Oh boy. You know what I mean? Because I'd be like, good morning, man. How you doing? I'm out back working, man. You come say hi, but you got to stay on that side of the fence. And I'm yelling to the woods and stop raking or cleaning up or working on something. You know what I mean? And then I go inside. Hey, man, I'm headed in, man. All right, see you later. And people are like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So no, maybe try it. Maybe try a knock to say hello, and if you don't get any results after a month, forget about it. You know what I mean? Right. But I think you got to do it for a little while.
But everything works in time, Sam. Like me and Richie, we just kept staying on top of it, even though we could have went other places.
Right.
But the bottom line is that I don't know. It's more of the connection, but it's more of the energy control. I think everything's a test.
Yeah.
Okay. The time when Richie's like, "Did you bring a flashlight?" I go, "Well, I didn't expect a night investigation." But I walked away from him and I did the hand signals or whatever. And then that's when we saw the eye
Yeah,
shot.
that hand signal, because I had one question.
Yeah.
Like, did you bring a light? He's like, and then I walked away and did the hand signal.
Oh, God.
Thanks, bro.
I was trying to listen and I could hear snaps to my left and to my right. It was like
Yeah.
weird because you
Yeah.
know they're there. So, but they're also going to like test you to see if you're going to run and do all that. But no, we stuck it out until like they kept throwing things over by me and Richie. Like Richie's like, I think it's time for us to go because we kept hearing something walking behind us now, but we can't see any glow. So
Right.
now it's like, okay, we saw what we saw. Let's just like walk away.
Right.
Right.
But you start working that relationship because that's exactly what it is. It's a relationship.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Time.
Mhm.
Well, and you know what? If it isn't a relationship, that's your goal.
Right.
You know, that's what I can give to a new researcher. You know, try to make that your goal. However, you would make a relationship with somebody you just met.
Right.
Do it the same way. You know, and be like, you know, I'm myself. You know, they know the idiot. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, the idiot's back outside. Hey, I love making him look like he's talking to the trees. Isn't that funny?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I'm not scared. That's fine.
That's what you were telling me earlier. Hug the tree. Do it. Talk to it.
Yeah.
Right.
TKB says sometimes they put energy or thought in rocks or an acorn. That's interesting. To see if you can read the message. Remember to try to feel the message. I didn't even. That's
feel the message. Feel their pain.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. Well, I feel like there's something there that that I've been working on and building, because I've showed you like where I walk at. I have found like a couple of things. So I found like that huge leaf that I can't figure out what tree that it went to. I mean, I have not personally seen the big leaves like that. I just haven't.
Right.
And then there was this little tiny piece of the tree. It was just laying there. It was really beautiful. I was like, that. I just feel like that was something, but that's
And that's kind of like what he's talking about. Like you know your area. Take the pictures before and after, stuff like that. Different different dates. Go back out. Sometimes I would just go back out and just click the pictures and then not even and look around. But I would just look at them later, and I would zoom in on them and compare them from a couple of weeks ago. So I had 2 folders going in my phone. So I'd have different dates on them. If I found out that I could delete them and save some memory and stuff, but try to get folders, click your pictures. I always wrote before and after, even though it means I was there and then the next time I was there, basically is what it means. But I knew what it meant. So then I'd go over and I could compare the 2 pictures.
Right.
Try to get as close to where you were before. And when I started doing that, it was after the van beating, when the thing was beating on the tree with the blue van in the video that's pinned on my YouTube. So when I found that tree that was beat the shit out of, bark everywhere, ridge lines, I've showed it plenty of times on the show, I could walk up in front of it like you and I right now and just click. And then I went back out there to show somebody after they saw the video. I was like, yeah, check, show them the video. I was like, come here, check it out. I found the tree. And I'd go over and I had to like step over all these other trees. And they had like an A. So they had like the 2 trees on each side of it and then stacked up in front of it. And I had to like step over it into briars and stuff. I was like, wait, I didn't have to do this before. You know what I mean? Like I just walked up and took the damn picture.
Right.
Matter of fact, the picture I took that day with my buddy was off to an angle because I couldn't get in there.
Right.
And I showed him the picture. I said, look at this picture straight on. This one's at an angle, bro. We can't get in there. Someone put stuff, stacked shit up in front of it. And by the way, we found, anyways, a couple months ago with a live, we found this tree that was away from its stump, up in a tree, blah, blah. Wojo came in. Andy was there. We investigated it. That whole area is destroyed now. We went out there today. That tree that we were investigating is missing. It's no longer up on a branch. 2 other trees are down, and there's an archway with trees on top of it where I had walked through in order to find the original structure. So my point of telling you that is, for one, it's very interesting for research. For two, take those pictures. They're very important pieces of research. Don't just rely on your memory.
Right.
Like even us, I don't just rely on my memory. You know, I have those pictures to go back to and look, right?
Yeah, because something can just subtle change, and you know, if you don't, like you said, if you don't take the pictures, like even Wojo, I mean, when I took the picture of when I put that stomach thing on the stump, I took the picture, then I go back, the stomach, it's gone. And then the branch is like, I didn't even see that. Like he saw that. He noticed that. That subtle little thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So but that's the importance of those pictures. That is being a researcher. That is documentation.
Richie,
right,
well, it's kind of along this. Something just popped in my mind. So, all right. So Sam, today at our gifting chair, I had a beach rock that was placed on top of the peanut butter. Okay, and we had the stick on top of the rock, on top of the cover. Rich, remember how we found the cover and the beach rock?
Yep.
Remember how the cover was upside down?
Upside down, laying flat on the rock. Yep.
On top of the rock?
Yes.
But you notice that the flat part of the rock was sticking straight up. So,
like a table.
So what I did is, okay, when I set it up, put the cover on, peanut butter on top, place the stick, place the rock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now all he did was flip it up. The rock is upside down. The cover's upside down. It was placed underneath. That's like an autistic trait right there, Rich.
Wait. So what you're saying is it was reversed.
Yeah. Right. So the flat part of the rock was on the top of the cover. Right? So now we show up. The peanut butter jar was missing. We found the cap, the cover, underneath the chair, but the rock was on the ground with the cap straight up on top. So remember we talked about autistic traits?
Well, yeah, my very first show, we talked about it with Matt Moniz, Dave McCullough, and Mike Trainer. And we talked about the possibility of having a touch of autism, a different, could be, they're very methodical, they think. Like I have found rows and rows and rows of little sticks with no bark on them, but there would be 8, 10, 12 of them all in a row laying on a tree that was down.
Right.
Sovereignty wins the derby. Okay, you're welcome. Now shut up.
But they turned the rock and everything too, in the Bigfoot emblem. Yeah. So the hand goes up like this, Sam.
Yeah.
Now he turned it, so now it's like the fingers going to the side, and he twisted the rock halfway and changed it.
Yeah.
The rocks weren't quite near the zinger and the peanut butter.
No, but you know what? Saying this. Not only that, he took the 4x4 little emblem, the metal shiny emblem we have with Bigfoot holding the flag with a peace sign. He took that and spun it. Like halfway. So he just spun it. Yeah. So does that sound familiar, Sam?
Oh. Yeah.
What does it sound like, Sam?
That's what happened. I had something happen on my gift and stuff where, it was just slightly. Oh my gosh,
is that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So you had now normally, people might say, "Oh, that's just a squirrel or something," right?
Well, yeah.
No, if a squirrel gets up in there, he's messing everything up. He's a squirrel.
Yeah, because they're.
He's a squirrel. He's a squirrel. Drive down the road. He's a squirrel.
Right.
I don't want to hear squirrel shit. Okay.
Yeah, who's ever seen a squirrel shit? And the squirrel's not a secret either. It's not a secret squirrel.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, God. Please shut up. Will Sam be testing the Geiger counter readings at locations also? We don't know. You just suggested it. We'll see. We'll let you know and get back to you.
Yeah. I'm even doing like the little, I'm trying to do like the Scaniverse stuff, even with the little things I'm finding.
Hey, Henry, you want to have your own podcast or would you like to join us? Let me know, bro. Why don't you redirect your attention this way? Thank you. I guess I should ask EMB next week if that makes, yeah, listen, next week too. Yep, we go, oh, look at Michelle. She's paired. She's over on your channel watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rude. No, I'm just kidding. I love Michelle. She's awesome. She was there this morning during our investigation. All right, so let's take a time out from this. We're going to get back to your experiences in a moment, right? Would you like to see the Scaniverse of an 18-inch, what we believe is a print today?
Let's see it.
Let's see this shit.
Yes, let's go.
This is like awesome.
Well, we got to go back and cast it, so.
Angawa.
That was my horse, number 18. So did you win? Well, everybody says that, and then they go, yeah, I didn't put 5 cents on it. I don't want to hear it. It's your horse. Let's see. I'm going to send you beaded necklace for Satanya. Yes. See if you like it or not. Are you talking to Sam or me? I love anything. Send stuff.
I got to get some stuff from Elder.
No, we're going to get you hooked up. We already talked to you over on the side. D-Hoot was offering to send some to you. And
really?
Sparky was offering to chip in. Okay?
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed all of that.
I think we should all get together and put a little money together. And not that you need, I'm just saying, as a graduation gift from the BanterWithRichieB family, we get it over to Elder and get a bag, a protection bag, a smudge kit, and there's a beaded necklace going around to somebody. I don't know who that is. Yeah, that's what I think we should do for Sam. Everybody in? Good, excellent. Send me a message.
Oh.
Yep, send me a message, and then we'll get the Venmo together. We'll hook it up, and that way she's squared away. Elder would probably do it for free, but we don't want to call upon her to do that stuff. She has, you know what I mean? So no more of that. No more of that. We're all in this together, and we'll all take care of each other. That's how we do things around here. If you ain't on board with that shit, go watch Animal.
Yeah. Just like that.
I'm just smashing shit tonight. I don't even care. I don't care. I love you all. I'm a lovable guy. But every once in a while, I'm going to bust your balls to where it hurts.
Ow.
Oh, hey, girl.
Ow.
All right, where was I? Let's see. Oh, well, lo and behold, Gene wants to see the print. I'm getting there, Gene. I'm a talk show host. I talk. That's what I do. And I have a show, and I host it. And I love you.
Oh, my God.
Gene goes, let's see the print. Shut the fuck up, Richie, basically.
Yeah, she's right.
Shut up, Ojo. Cass says, if a squirrel shats in the words and no one is there to hear it, does it still make noise or speak? Because you typoed, dude, you ruined your own joke again.
You wake up.
All right. And I love you. Wow, Sparky, you have serious connection to nature. That is mind-blowing. Yes, Sparky likes to go and do snow angels with his butt crack.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. You guys going to make me cry.
Yeah.
Are you typing over there while sitting on the show?
Yeah, I'm trying
to watch her. She's like,
you must have a bachelor's degree in all this technical shit, because I'm not even noticing. Yeah. That's amazing. You are amazing. All right, let's get on with this. All right, Sam, stop. You're distracting me. All right, here we go. I'm gonna find this shit. Oh, here it is. Oh, there it is.
It looks like a squirrel shat.
Yeah, it's totally. See, on this though, I don't have the control over the angles of it. I made the angles move, but it's not doing what I said.
God.
No one is safe tonight. Henry goes, no one is safe tonight.
Look at that bipedal right. I can't see it, but
Mid-tarsal break.
Excuse me, the mid-tarsal break. Yeah.
Watch how deep it gets. Watch how deep it gets. Remember, you can get a little underground. Look.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that is what we think it is.
Wow.
That is.
Look at the mound. Look at the mound of that thing.
Yeah, I measured it. Sam was like about 2.5 inches deep.
It's coming back around again. Hang on.
That's huge.
That's a badass foot. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to understand the hail is over 5 inches wide.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Not human, and the top was over 8, so 8 wide, and it had an underline. I like to call them. Why does it do this? Restream is so stupid. Once it runs more than once. Look at the thing. Look at this thing. Look at.
They're probably charging you.
No, look at it. Look at it. It's running down bottom and it's spinning up top of the pause thing. Like seriously. Like you're a multi-billion-dollar company and you can't figure that out?
Son of a motherless goat.
I mean, come on, man. We pay for this shit. Look at it. Look at it. The pause sign with a dancing circle around it. Great job.
Oh, shit.
Losers. You guys need a bachelor's degree and technical shit. Dumbass.
We need a Sam stream. Sam stream.
It just drives me nuts. You got to pay for that shit.
Unbelievable.
You see it? The thing sitting there going.
Oh, we might as well play that song. You spinning me round, round, stream round.
Baby, right round, baby, restream. So stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But I mean, I'll tell you, that is like, but it is a fantastic
that is
picture, though.
You want to see it one more time? Because apparently I can't play it twice while it's in here. I have to go back out and get it because the audience loves that. Thanks. Stupid. Why don't we all just eat some dry cereal and sit in the corner and fart our hands?
Oh, my God. Who eats dry cereal? You're a loser. Loser. Get some milk or almond milk or whatever else you drink. I want some oatmeal, the oatmeal cream, shit like that.
Fucking special. That's unbelievable.
Special cow.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, my meds wore off, Ronnie, 100%. Elder says I sent a private message for you, Sam, but don't look at it now.
Okay.
You better hurry up and look at it now because you got one shot.
Listen, if you want to send messages, go over to Henry's podcast. Apparently he has one. And if he doesn't, he should co-host Animals. Anybody else want some of this shit tonight?
I love dry cereal. How about you?
I love you, Mojo. No, watch. Ready? Look at that. Look outside. Look at it. Mid-tarsal break. See it right there?
Yeah.
Right. I see
Yeah,
it.
dude. We got to cast that. I actually believe there's a ridge line of the foot, and then the toes are up top, setting on the curve. We've seen that before.
Yeah,
Right,
I think that padding, Rich, and I'm starting to believe more of a right foot.
Yeah, because you said left originally.
Yeah, but I can see how it's tilting.
Yeah, no, I got you, boo. Now look at this one. Now it goes around in a circle around the play icon. All right, I'll stop yelling, everybody, because I have people leaving now at this point.
I'll yell for Richie.
I'm sorry. I'll be all right.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry, everybody. I'm back. Yeah, I do. She goes, I do dry cereal cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah, I do Cocoa Puffs too. I smoke it.
Oh my God.
No, seriously, I think that we got to go back and cast it, bro.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely.
Because don't forget, so the angle I'm going to guess that it was going back towards the gifting, towards the camera area. And where we have that, where we showed you guys what we believe could be eyes of something. But anyways, below a certain tree, there was a big ass compression that my brother Matt found, and I measured it.
It's a very technical term you use.
Yeah, very technical difficulty.
Big
But
ass.
yeah, it was 18 by 8.25.
But that, and that's the thing about it, right? Say, so even if you go into, say, I have an 11.5, Wojo has an 11.5, say somebody goes in there with a 13-inch foot. There's a big dude in there, he's 6'7", he's got a 13-inch foot, okay? So now he's got a step, he's got to sink it down 2.5, right? It's muddy, maybe that's possible, right?
Right.
But he's got to go 8 inches wide up top. And he has to have a 5 over 5-inch heel. It's a 5 1/8, I think, heel. Yeah. We measured Wojo's heel right there. What was it, 3.5, I said?
Yeah.
On his boot was 3.5 wide.
Right.
Which is pretty standard for humans. This was 5 1/8. Okay? So even with smush factor, 18 inches, right, with a 13-inch shoe, you're not gaining that 5 inches, right? Up front, you probably got a 5-inch wide foot, say, or say it's 6 to be fair. You're not gaining those 2.5 inches up top. You're not gaining those. Right. There's no way. So to have it 18 by 8 by 5 1/8 is crazy.
That is wild.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and again, going back to Russell, it's funny that your brothers chimed in tonight. See,
that was awesome.
Amazing. I love the connection of the energy here.
Yep.
But when his kids were here, we were on the other where the huts are. There's another pathway that parallels, and we cut across to that path. And as we started heading back, and I forgot which one's which, Rich, but he goes, "Wojo, is that a print?" And I look down, and I'm like, "Ooh, that thing is fake." But it looked like it's got a little slide, but it's like actually same as the one that we found today. It wasn't a slide. It was just so like the heel and everything was just so huge. And I know that the rain kind of going on it, but I measured 18 by 8.25. I'm like, that is a big, wide foot. And we haven't seen that print, those prints in, months, like 9-10 months. And then all of a sudden now that him or her are starting to come around. That's amazing.
Yep. Let's see.
This guy's got huge feet.
I wonder if we should have cast that, if someone would have just asked for that.
Oh my God.
So we got to order, what is that stuff called? Hydra or something?
Hydrochloride or something.
Yeah, so we want to order this new mix. So yeah, we have some tastic.
I'm sorry.
What?
I didn't mean to cut in front of you. Do we still have any more of that dental?
No, but I have a bucket of plaster Paris, and we could try that. It just depends on the weather. That stuff dried really good the other day. I think plaster Paris will be fine. Yeah, so Henry has a good question. There we go. Get some questions going, people. Yes. Wake up!
No.
I'm curious what... You awake?
I'm waking up.
Yeah, sorry. I'm curious, what does your son think about all this? Or sons, you have more than one involved, right?
I've got my oldest, all of them, yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Even Liam, I mean, he's just 4, but
right. But you have conversations with everybody. Does the 4-year-old know what's happening?
He has a little bit of an idea, and all he knows how to say is, foot. He wants to go see foot. So we'll go out there. But my oldest, and my middle, they love it. They ask me, we've had so many deep conversations. It has went on so many great, just different areas. Me and my oldest can really get into some conversations. He's trying to find connections with like the Spinosaurus and like in that era with like it goes so many different directions. We have really good conversations. And I'm glad that they are open-minded kids because that just makes it even more. I can share my passion with them, and then seeing them, like it's like lighting a little bit of a passion within them.
Yes.
And it's great. So yeah, that was a really good question.
Yep. Great question, because I get curious too about that, and it's good that you're opening their minds by having
Right.
an open mind, right? And
Yeah.
and that goes in many aspects of life. It doesn't just fit with Foot. It fits with everybody, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call him Foot for now.
Foot. That is so cute. Right?
That is so damn cute, man. It's like
It is cute.
so. My little tornado, Joshua. His nickname is Buppy.
Oh.
So he's my Buppy because I would always go, "You my buddy?" And he'd go, "Buppy." He couldn't say buddy. So now he's Buppy, and everybody's like, "Come here, Bup. Hey, Bup." That's his nickname now. So it'll probably stick for the rest of his life. But yes, I love Foot and Buppy.
Yeah, Foot.
Yeah, I think that's great. Dodger, how you doing, first of all, man? How you been, Dodge the Badger? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. On Some Bigfoot's Rogue. I think everything is rogue. I just went rogue 5 minutes ago. So I think there's a possibility of that. There's been rogue bear recorded. They call them rogue bear, where they don't behave like the other ones. They just run off and eat you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some bad apples when it comes to Bigfoot or Foot. I think there's a great possibility in that. Look, everybody's born different, man. There's got people that are born murderers. There's people that are born, ministers. There's people that are born, there's this. I think what we're dealing with here is more of a primitive human than anything primate. That's just me. I've had too many people talk to me about the facial features and things like that, and people that have seen them up close from 30 feet or less. I've talked to many researchers that have said that. There's hunters that have documented stories where they've getting in the scope, like they were going to shoot something. They thought it was a furry bear or whatever. And then they get in the scope and there's a face, like you or I, like a human. And they would have been like committing murder, one said during an interview. So, yeah, and I think that's a great question that you ask. And you're right. You basically summed up your own answer. Good and bad in every community. 100%, dude. 100%.
I think the test is, Badger, is that let's say if we didn't immediately request of what they want us to do, obviously get out, then again rock throwing and things like that can happen, and it's just you're disrespecting them, and they're not going to put up with that. That's correct.
Mary would like to know if the kids have done any projects or stories on Bigfoot for school.
Well, I homeschool them. So we kind of we do whatever we want to do. But yeah, it's funny because just this week, which is wild to me, just this week we were driving through Arizona, and my 4-year-old was like, he wanted to talk about Foot out there in the desert. And so my mom was in the back seat with them. She pulled out her drawing pad and she's like, let's create something. Let's draw Foot. She drew Foot, and that we had a big conversation about it out there. Could there be, are they out there? Are they in the caves? There's different, it's insane. So I always try to every day we'll have a conversation about something educational, and they get to choose. And most of the time it's going to be something with Bigfoot, dinosaurs, science, under the sea. It's great. So yeah, I would say we do. We don't do physical projects, but we have a lot of conversations.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. Yeah. Elder says she sent you a message. She is on the plane.
Yeah, I seen it pop down, Elder.
Yeah, you can read it if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take time out. No, go ahead. This is welcome to Henry's podcast.
Right.
Oh
no, Brady. Let me see.
Brady, settle down, bro.
Yeah, he's asking me questions.
He wants to know if he can play that video game.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
I got your message, Elder. Yeah, I'll send you that information for sure.
Yep. Pretty amazing lady, ain't she?
Yes, she
Are we
is.
not blessed to have her in our lives?
Yes,
Yep,
we
we
are.
sure are. What's up, Tim Gay from Ohio Bigfoot Researchers? His wife will be here. His wife, he's very upset about him not being on before her. But I always say ladies first.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the way, you were here. We just had you kind of pop on the screen suddenly, remember? But yeah, come June, I got a whole list of ideas, sir, and you will be involved in that. Don't you worry.
Sam,
Don't you worry,
for you.
because you are
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm singing. Hang on.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Um,
Beautiful.
so at nighttime, looking
Yeah.
outside, have you, or you haven't really look outside and see if there's anything out there, any shadows, eye shines?
Oh, man, we're always me and my oldest is always trying to do that. So one night,
Right on.
my husband and I was awake. It was, I don't know, it was around midnight, closer to 1, and we heard this loud like howl thing, and it seemed like it lasted forever. It was just drawn out. And
Oh, a howl?
like a howl, and it sounded like a woman. More, I don't know, it was the weirdest thing. It was so loud. It was like right outside the house.
Like
That's
that
how loud it
really
was.
high girly pitch?
Yeah, and it just lingered. And I looked at him and I was like, what was that? He kind of was like, maybe it was probably coyote, like, and I was like, yeah, maybe. But yeah, when we hear stuff, we'll look outside and we'll try to look and see if we can see anything. But it's so dark.
Yeah, so recorder.
Yes, I gotta get that. I gotta get
We've
that.
discussed this. We've discussed this over and over again. I want a goddamn
We have.
recorder in your backyard.
I know I gotta get one.
Or dry cereal for everybody except Elder. She likes it. Yeah, cool. Tim, I'm just busting on you, buddy. I know you're very proud of your wife doing all that she does. So she's a pretty amazing researcher. She's very brave. A lot of stuff she does. She goes in Salt Fork, and they get into some deep areas out there. It's pretty impressive. Cool. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. What do you say to the potential? I just mentioned the Bigfoot as a primitive form of humanity. I 100% believe that we're dealing with a primitive human, more so than a primate.
Right.
Different languages. I mean, if you go back hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever it is, and you deal with Neanderthals and stuff, they had different language. They didn't walk up and say, "Hey, Bob, how's the wife?" and slap each other's ass. Good game. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was more hooga booga. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what we're dealing with. We have recordings of what we believe is a conversation, a language, things like that. You'll hear us say weird shit in the woods to them, and that's because that's what we've heard on recording. So.
Right.
That's where we're at. So yeah, great question. Thank you for asking it. Gene Tewksbury did bring up, I don't want to miss it, that there are sightings in Arizona. And to be honest with you, there's less sightings in certain places because people don't report them.
Right.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, I think you're dealing with something that's been here for a very long time. I don't necessarily believe in the bridge theory where the continents, split and all that bullshit. And they came over the land bridge before it broke and all this crazy nonsense. I think they've always been here. I think that they, like I said, a primitive human, perhaps a bit of a missing link where they have some primate in them. But you and I have primate in us.
Yeah, Cor. First of all, nice meeting you, by the way, and thank you for being on the podcast here. But we find a lot of things that is flesh and blood. Again, like out in the woods that we are investigating, we're finding all sorts of like tree structures. We're finding all. We're giving them gifts where gifts are being moved and carried over like certain areas over a brook. So things are hands and feet, and we have audio. So yeah, we think it's more like a lost tribe, and they also have Native American traits and things like that. So listen, there are no dummies out there. I'll tell you right now, no dummies.
No, they're smart as shit. The only thing I have a problem with is the lost tribe theory. Lost tribes theory sounds too condensed. I think these are very vast creatures, and I think there's many different types and kinds. So, but I get your point with the Lost Tribe as an example.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Thank you. I mean, it's again, you know, we're just thinking of something that's, you know, big, hairy man, like you think, like, you know, back in the Neanderthal days and what have you. But again, they survived for centuries.
Ron, thanks for your information on the pipe and stuff. And it's very possible. I mean, I don't think Sasquatch is smoking a pipe. I think, to me, it feels like more of a spiritual event. You know what I mean? He could be smoking a pipe.
You never know what's going on.
If there's Bigfoot in Brockton, he's definitely smoking the pipe.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we smelled plot out in the woods. That was pretty amazing.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a ton of big weed smell today out in the woods.
Weed smell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I couldn't. There was nobody out there. There was no smoke or anything. You know?
With Bigfoot growing out there.
Wow, what a catch! Let's see, Sam. Have you found handprints on your car or home?
Richie, do you remember that picture I sent you? It was during the winter time, and it was like one. It looked like one handprint, 1 foot.
Yes, that was weird
so
as shit.
Weird. That was the weirdest thing. And you told me to look on my windowsills and stuff like that. I did. I looked. Right. I didn't see anything.
Wow, that's an incredible picture, guys. Oh, yeah.
Oh. No.
Shh. I don't think he heard anything. Okay. Okay. Shh. Don't. Let's not bring that up. Shh. Let's welcome Wojo to the show. Wojo.
Boom. Well, that sounds like really cool. I mean, seriously, it sounds amazing.
I know. I thought you saw this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't. That was before we set up the.
That's before she liked you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's true.
No way.
No. Well, you know what? I wonder if Elder or TKB is still around here, and what they think. You know, what is their like theories on touching, like, you know, that close to the house and things like that. Like, you know, because I'd be afraid for you, like, you know, to bring out like peanut butter and zingers and things like that too. A lot, you know, what Richie says, because then next thing you know, they're gonna start knocking on your door and they're gonna want more. You know?
Yeah, a little too close to home. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
Other like.
Yeah, I'm looking for those pictures. I was gonna put them up, but I can't find them. I can't remember where we sent that to. Was because I don't even know if we even had the BanterWithRichieB live crew yet.
It was in.
And we definitely didn't have the podcast crew then.
Right. It was in your messenger on
Sam Hundley or Paranormal?
Sam's Pretty Paranormal.
Oh, that's why. I gotta look it up.
Sam and Richie.
Oh,
yeah, that's right, Dee Dee.
I don't have it on this. Why don't I?
Let me see.
Wait, is it over on my? Oh, I'm on my banter chat. That's why, dumbass. Let's see.
It was weird. Oh, let me see.
Sam's Pretty.
No, that's not it. That's
weird.
While they're doing that, does anybody have any other questions for Sam? I mean, we still have like some time. But you know, again, my concern would be like to be that close to the house, but because they're going to be curious.
No.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, I don't think I have. Let me see if I have it from Sam Hundley. Yeah, this is different already. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I got a message saying, Wojo sucks. Please don't have him contact me anymore.
Did not. No way.
Elder says they touch and go. Eons, you're home.
Whoa. She's on a plane, bro. Give her a break.
No.
I was doing that on the plane. I couldn't do anything. I was like,
"What? You didn't have internet on the plane?"
They had internet, but I couldn't. Like, I wasn't about to pay that money for it to do. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that'll be $20. You know, it's crazy.
There has to be my space, you space, not a force, but a respective space. Funny enough, Ron, thanks for your info, by the way, tonight. If I didn't mention it, and I love you, Ron. If I didn't mention how much I love you, Ron. Every ancient civilization has history with the whatever word that is, ayahuasca. Could just call it like the Huska pipe or something. For tens of thousands of years, probably what made modern man. What the pipe did? Fuck. I know we got a bunch of crackheads in the world, but bro, settle down.
That's wow.
Is she still exploring cemeteries? And has anyone ever seen a Bigfoot in a cemetery? Yes, Bigfoot has been seen in cemeteries and documented. Yep.
Dee, I haven't explored a cemetery in a while. Here it is. I found it. Here.
Oh, that weird shit.
Isn't that weird?
Look, it's a footprint on the right and a handprint on the left.
Did you measure those?
On her porch.
On my porch.
Yeah, she didn't measure them. She was.
How many steps to the porch, or is it just like a one-stepper?
It was on the very edge.
You slide. What do you slide the door and you walk out like a sliding door type of thing, or what?
No, it's just a
open and closed type of thing.
Yeah, you walk out. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I see you working. Do you ever feel like sometimes as someone's watching you sometimes?
Yeah.
Yes, when I leave my curtain open. Oh, sorry, she was talking to you.
Right. Yeah, dude. That's why I mentioned earlier when I'm out there, if sometimes it'll feel like that, like you're being looked at, and then I'll get uncomfortable or not. And yeah, it always feels like something's just watching.
Rich,
Yeah.
you know what? Looking at that handprint looks like what we kind of encountered. You see, if you can show that up one more time, Sam.
Yeah.
Very similar. Very similar.
But except for the thumb, Rich.
That thumb is way out, dude.
Way out.
Ron says, Sam, when you find yourself in a conversation with Richie B, do you ever question the life choices that you've made?
Well, if I have, they've only been positive. So
she's been blessed, sir. Blessed.
Yes, blessed.
If that's what we're calling it. I have pictures of man down on the porch. She thinks it's man down on the porch. But wasn't that overnight?
That was overnight, and I'm not letting my kids go out there barefoot in the snow.
Yeah. There's context. We talk about context all the time on my show. Yeah. And context is everything, man. You have to, before you judge it, not saying you're judging, I'm saying as researchers looking at, I'm not saying she is. I'm saying I'll tell you what, I'll check myself. I've learned before I judge anybody's stuff, do I even know what's going on around them? Do I even know, what tree is where, or however it pertains to the subject? Do I know those things? And if I don't, I have to ask and find out, because we can't judge without context. We can't even, opinions even hard without context. Very hard.
Yeah.
Elder says, while she's on a plane with very good internet that Sam didn't want to pay for, I have a picture. I have pictures of my female Sitanya. She followed me to Michigan.
Wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's cool.
Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about that. If she feels okay, she feels okay.
Yeah.
I don't, to have moved that far away is, you're dealing with interdimensional stuff, and I just don't want to go there yet. I've already accepted cloaking. I've accepted the self-illuminating eyes. I've accepted way more than I ever said I was gonna.
Spot on. Sorry.
Only because I've experienced it. The more Sam talks, the more I want a family barbecue.
Yeah.
Richie just wants me to drink beer.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as long as it's not a little lemony IPA. Is that what you feel like when Wojo talks to you? Every time I talk to Wojo, I want a cherry IPA.
I want a White Claw.
I want my nails perfectly done with a White Claw.
Oh my God.
If her kids have a toe spread like that, I think she would have checked the chromosomes.
Oh, Ron, I love you, man. Oh, man. I'm tripping.
He's a unique dude.
He's so funny.
Guys, if you don't know Ron is a unique, cool dude.
Very, very unique dude. Well, look at this. We don't, lately we've been doing the show and we haven't had the guest on for 2 hours, but Sam's like here anyways, and we should probably talk backstage because I got to get a few things going. Charm and Fair Farm, June 21st and 22nd. I will be hosting. I'm trying to push this thing, but I don't know what it's. We'll talk. But anyways, I'll be hosting that with my boy Wojo. Will be with me. We will be doing interviews, and there'll be calling contests. There'll be music and stuff like that in Candia, New Hampshire. Come up and see us June 21st and 22nd. We will be doing an overnight as well, live on YouTube. We will be sleeping overnight, and we will be doing late investigation. I want to stay out till 3, 4 in the morning. I want to hear that damn crackbird whistle again. You know what I'm saying? You all know that crackbird, right? Oh, wait, you don't? Woo!
Yeah, we might have some Bigfoot howls, kids and the adults, even though I technically did win because Richie knows I was a badass Ohio I did. And it was long.
Oh,
and the greatest thing about that, and it's funny, again, that Jess was with us and we talked about this, is that the animals, there are some animals across the way. There was a donkey, and the donkey's rolling around. All of a sudden, I was like, whoa! And the donkey is going,
Hey, he did. The donkey was looking to mate with Wojo. He didn't realize. He thought that's why you lost. You didn't do a Bigfoot call. You did a donkey mating call. That's the difference.
Jiggity jig, it's Wojo and the donkey. Sorry.
All right, sorry. Yes, we are televising the farm. Absolutely, dude. Can you repeat the date on that? June 21st and 22nd, Saturday and Sunday. I will be up there probably early and stay probably late because I am looking forward to getting those woods. We had a tree push last year when we were there. Right after we did 3 tree knocks. It was pretty amazing.
Insane. With the Volvo brothers, too.
Yep. Sam, you were amazing. So listen up. We're going to do this. We're going to check out this thumbnail that Sam made real quick. Video storage.
Thank you, guys. And I'm sorry for the jet lag. I'm a little slow, but I think I got through it pretty good.
Yo, sister, we ain't mad.
No, the jet lag.
Sorry about that jet lag. I got here.
I got the all jet lag.
No, look at there's that structure, Sam. Guess who uploaded that, Sam?
Who?
Me.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, that's in your backyard.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I know. Look what I did, Sam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like
I will take a bachelor's degree to go, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
You go, girl. I had, but I cannot find the thumbnail I had because now I don't know where the hell I put it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's in one of these damn files. Oh,
how tall is it before it starts curving, Sam? In that picture, is that like about 6 foot?
It's close.
I saw one similar like that today. It's just it goes straight across.
Yep. Check it out. This is the thumbnail for next week. You'll be seeing coming out. It's a vision, and you just tell it to Sam, and she just makes it all happen. All I do is give her the title, and she does all this crazy stuff with it. So, the Elder, the Dog Man, and the Satania.
Whoa!
And that is the name of next week's episode. Is that Thunder and Lightning?
Do you have that at your end, Rich?
No, is it raining? Because if it's raining, I don't have to get my 32-foot ladder for work Sunday.
I will, Elder. I will.
All right.
It's loud.
Check it out, though. Thank you, Sam. Ron says, thank you, Sam. And compared to Richie, you move at the speed of light. Don't worry. Those right hooks and left hooks are still very fast, kid. Be happy you got those miles between us. Sam, just remember to say Bigfoot aren't allowed in my home. Don't harm any of my family because they do follow you. You can't play music or just talk with them. Hi for being you. Yes. Yeah, so that's something, we have seen with the eyes, the self-illuminating eyes. and then all of a sudden Lisa had him at her house for like 2 days, and that was crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they had no business being there, and we have proof and evidence that that's what happened. We have it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's you. I was hoping you would see
Who's
that.
that beautiful lady there?
You show everybody on the plane that they are with famous people now. Hi, tell them.
Hi. Worldwide, right there.
Yeah, you are worldwide, girl. Tell them to sit down and like it.
Yeah.
That's right. Ask them, do you want a Roku TV? If so, you'll see me on it. Beat it.
Where fear lives. Sorry.
Doc, you got to let me say Doc Rum TV first.
You did say Doc Brown TV.
No, Dogman is not it's the other one. The other one that I'm not going to say.
No, we don't say it, please.
Nope, we don't. So this is next week's episode. We have our very own, our good friend, our good family member, BanterWithRichieB family, Elder Medicine Bear Claw, will be here next week. We will all get a little bit of a different kind of lesson and insight on the Native American views as far as Bigfoot goes. So make sure you're here. It's also carries us further into the My Mama in May month for Mother's Day. All ladies, all month long, right here on the BanterWithRichieB podcast. We do things a little different around here, and we have a great team to put things together. We're truly blessed. We have a great fan. You guys, the audience is kick ass. You guys are, even Ron is awesome.
How many podcasts do we have? You see that has Women's Month? You know, just us.
Yeah, every May for the rest of my life will be every May. We will dedicate it to the lady researchers, 100%. It is a Mother's Day month. Mothers deserve a whole month, and we are going to give them a whole month. When we dive into the mysteries dive into us. Ooh,
I love that.
Fruitful discoveries, fellow travelers. Great show. Great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So next week, make sure you're here. Spread the word, please, guys. Make sure you like this episode on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, kind of get some attention towards it. Keep building it. You know, not that I need attention. I get a lot of attention wherever I go because I'm an idiot. But you know, for like Elder being here next week and stuff, let's get as many people here next week to sit down with her and have those conversations and have, you know, those questions asked, you know. So absolutely amazing. Elder, we cannot wait to sit with you. And Sam, we get to sit with you all the time. But it was so cool to sit with you on this aspect and angle of it through the Bigfoot eyes and the Bigfoot world, because you are Sam's Pretty Paranormal.
Yes.
So that's kind of why I named the episode Sam's Pretty Para-Bigfoot. And it sounds a little cheesy, but I wanted to bring your world into ours and have them kind of combine.
Yeah.
And, you know, and let everybody recognize still who you were. So again, beautiful job.
Thank
What's
you.
that? What do you say?
Sam Sasquatch, but you're like, no, that's not what I said.
We're not naming it that.
We're not naming it. Hey, but you know, Rich, I mean, because we had a slight discussion on this. Sam, you're a real trooper because, guys, this woman was up all day, all night, and had limited sleep, and she was like, going out in the woods, questions, doing thumbnails. I'll tell you, Sam, you're a mama's mom right there. Like, hey, you're everything. And thank you, like, for being you and for being part of this family. And like I said, you're incredible. And like all you other mothers out there, you're incredible for being here. So thank you.
Yeah, no, everybody's amazing. I love it all. It's all good stuff, and especially in My Mama in May month, you better be all loving. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Okay, Richard David. Sorry, I had to get one in right. Sam, where can everybody find you? You amazing human being. They all want to know.
You can find me on
Elder,
YouTube,
oh my God.
Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Elder goes, Wojo, why do you look tired? That is so funny because I woke up early this morning because I am so excited to go out.
We'll try that again in a minute, Sam, once Wojo's done talking about himself. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the zone. No, I was so pumped up for today, Sam. I was so pumped up today. I mowed my lawn, which took forever. Had to get ready, go out with Richie. Then I went food shopping. I'm like, it was just a go. And then I struggled to get on here. Now I'm here.
He had his very own. He had his very own Mother's Day, is what he's telling us. That's cute.
Exactly. I had my own. Yeah, exactly.
All right, are you done now? Are you done now?
Yes. Done.
Holy fucking shit! Dude.
Oh
What-
my
What?
God.
It's
you want
hot.
your own podcast, or you want to get with Henry and get you, him, and Animal do a whole podcast together?
I know. I have to co-host somewhere else.
I mean, you want to do something like that? All right, so I'm going to ask one more time. Sam, where can people find you? Because no one gives a shit about what Wojo has to say.
She's on TV right now, Rich. What do you mean where you can find her? She's right there.
Oh, found her. Tag, you're it. Tell them, Sam.
You can find me here, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And I know all the same name. Sam's pretty paranormal. Not Sam Squatch or whatever the hell donkey wanted to say.
Well, D-Hook goes sassy Sam.
Right?
Sassy Sam Squad.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'll handle the titles around here. Me and Sam have a good teamwork thing going. Wojo, if you want to give a title, you surely can. We'll probably never use it, but you can.
Cheerleader, baby.
It's your show. It's your show too. You do plenty of things. You got Mary Fabian as one of our guests, so you work very hard at this, and we love and appreciate you too, beautiful. Yeah, hats off, rub the hair for daddy. Come on, hats off, rub the hair for daddy. Take the hat off, rub the hair for daddy. Oh yeah, rub it. Oh, oh, hey girl.
I care about what Wojo has to say.
What's that?
I care about what Wojo has to say.
I know, but nobody cares about what you have to say.
Oh,
Jessica says that she cares about what you have to say, but she's further down the chain. Nobody cares what she has to say.
ooh, you're not gonna make some friends on that one.
I got a big L-shaped couch, and I'm not afraid to use it, girl.
Oh no, you didn't.
I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna end up like single. This is not Wojo. You're back.
Oh, no, you ain't coming over here, kid. No way.
Is it too late to make up? Is it too late to make up?
No, you're out.
No. Come on,
I'm
Wojo.
with Jess.
Wojo. It's
Yeah,
me. You're right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, we've gone off the work. We've got. You're not even in the camera yet. Come here.
I know. I don't want to.
Come on.
Oh hey.
You
just come up on my grave.
I can only see your forehead.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Was that an amazingly sexy forehead, guys? Or what?
Oh yeah, rub that head.
Oh, hey, forehead, hey! All right, let's wrap this nonsense up. I got video games to play. So listen, check it out, man. Again, Charming Fair Farm, June 21st and 22nd, and you got the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, June 7th. It's right around the damn corner. Both will be televised. Both of you, televised meaning my phone. You can check out Sam at Sam's Pretty Paranormal on all platforms with the same name. She's our producer. She's kick-ass. We love her, and we love having her. We want to congratulate her one more time on graduating from the technical shit stuff with a bachelor's degree. What was the name of it again, real quick?
A bachelor's in digital film with an emphasis in production.
Yeah, never gonna say it, but you heard it. You heard it here first. So check me out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All Banter with Richie B. We gotta smash the like button and let the world know we're here. Check us out on Dark Realm TV. We are all over the world on every Roku television, on every Amazon Fire Stick. Next week you will have Elder Medicine Bear Claw, and all month you will have ladies here as we represent and honor all mothers. This month of Mother's Day, okay? So everybody, make sure you hug your mom tonight. Make sure you high five her. Make sure you text her. Make sure you give her a call. If she's in heaven like mine, look up and tell her you love her. Let's just embrace this whole month, okay? So I love you, baby Jack, and I love you, mama. All right? Thank you all for being here. I want you to keep climbing. Wojo's going to get us the hell out of here because, again, that's what Wojo does.
That's right. Ron, Swaki, Mary, everybody that's on here, Core, Cass, Bree. Love you guys. Hey, because we are home of the boom. Great show. Great show. Thank you, everybody on the side. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Good night.